What's up, everybody? Welcome to Underground Crypto. Chipper in the house. What's up? Crypto Maniac, Blues Guy. Appreciate everybody who is joining in here before we are 100% live. Well, I guess we're live, but until we're 100% launching the show. All right, now everybody should be able to hear me. Mic check, mic check. This is why we always do the mic check in the beginning of the show. It did get the chat going, which is great. Whatever is on my microphone. All right, guys, welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. I appreciate you being here. All right. There we go. Now we've officially done the mic check. Was doing a couple last minute things. And the mystery of today was why my camera had been moved. I don't know. We are going to look at crypto bubbles to kick this off. Shout out to everybody who's here. And how's everybody feeling on a Monday? I mean, we got, what, a little bit of pump? Let me click the chart. It won't pop up for you guys, but I'll look at it myself a little bit just to see what's going on. As I have been busy most of the day, so haven't really got to look at the charts much. We're chilling. Oh, wow. All right, cool. So the 1 hour is actually above the 200 MA. at 110.4. All right, that's a critical piece of information, I think. All right, so Flokie's up 18.8%, as I did hear that Elon Musk made some kind of comment about it. Anybody else catch the comment that Elon Musk made? I didn't actually see the comment. I just heard that he made some kind of post or comment about it. Anyways, Dash is up. Why is Dash up after Zcash? We've seen Zcash moving a ton. Is Dash going to do the same thing? I don't know. Co-AI still down some more. This thing is so volatile, it is crazy. In my opinion, like just up to $20, down to 15, up to like 23, down to like 16, and then up to like 23 again, and then just down. Is that thing going to recover? I have no idea. Floki something Floki. Is that what he said? I have no idea. Crypto Maniac says feeling good with the green. Yeah, definitely. The last hour though looks a little red. Keep in mind it is the last hour, so we're not going to be too overly critical about that, right? All right. And we'll refer back to this a couple of times probably throughout the show, but let's do our usual rundown of the numbers. And that is 110,461 for Bitcoin. Save you. I'm driving and texting at Save you. Okay. I'm not sure who he's talking to, but he's driving and texting, so watch out if you're in Canada. $3,976 for Ethereum. Man, just pushing back up against that $4,000 mark. I love that. $1,098 for BNB. XRP, $2.49. Solana, $189. Tron, 32 cents. Dogecoin, 19.99, almost 20 cents. That I like. Cardano, 66 cents. Chainlink, $18.68. Hyperliquid, $37.87. XLM, 32 cents. Sui, $2.57. Avalanche, $20.34. HBAR, 17.5 cents. And that's what we got going on for our quick little price run through. Fart Knocker coming through. Shout out. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hilarious. What a great community we have here for such a small channel, such a strong community. Who could ask for more? And we're looking at what is trending. We're going to start with CoinGecko as we always do, and then we will move over to Crypto Rank. Let's see. Of course, Bitcoin's trending. Always love it when Bitcoin is trending. Concordium, Campus. We've gone over these many times. Zora we've talked about. Akash Network. I don't think we've talked about recently, but there it is. We will go over it for sure. Co-AI, Avantis, XPL, Sui, Pi Network, Zcash, BitTensor, and Solana. The Fear and Greed Index is at 29, so it's recovering a little bit. It's not quite as bearish as it was, say, 3-4 days ago. It's not really up a lot either. My crypto bros, one day we will race Lambos. Exactly. I look forward to it. For sure. And we'll be able to afford the tickets that we're going to get from racing Lambos. We are keyboard warriors spamming engagement to support our homie with real engagement at high speeds. Hey, I love that, Orhan. You guys rock for doing that. MVP points for everyone. They'll be redeemable at some point, guys. All right, we got Lena. Of course, Co-AI, INSO, which we've been over many times. XPL, this RVV, Astronova. We've been over that at least twice now, if not 3 times. Whitebridge, WBAI, something we're taking a close look at. Lab, I tried to do a reel about Lab today, but with this AWS problems that is going on everywhere, I'm sure somebody heard about it, right? Everybody heard about all the AWS, Amazon Web Service problems that are going on. That has been messing with me a little bit with things I'm trying to get done. Starknet, Monad, Fleek. We talked about Fleek. Bless. And I'm just going through these real quick for anybody watching later who doesn't understand. We are going to actually go back and click on all these and take a look at them. Momentum was one we looked at yesterday. Do we see anything new? Meteora, we used to buy some VWA like last week. Live on the show. Mega ETH, that sounds pretty cool. Tempo. We went over a lot of those things. And just a little sneak peek, what is Poly and Darkbet? I don't know. I haven't looked at any of it, but those are some new coins that are out. El Cheeto, what's up, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get to greed so I can take some profits. For the love of God, please just once. Yeah, I feel that. I think that's a common sentiment in the market right now, Fart Knocker, and I think they're going to hold our heads underwater as long as they possibly can. So what is Concordium? We did look at it yesterday. When we've been through a coin several times, I'm probably going to whiz through it a little bit faster. February 9th, 2022 survey says that's when CoinGecko started tracking it, aka when it came out as far as I'm concerned. So 221.6 million. I don't know where I was going with that. A million in the market cap. And what is it, right? Smart contract platform, layer 1, decentralized identifier, DID. Zero knowledge, ZK. Zero knowledge, right? Roll-ups, usually what that refers to. The way of verification. This thing's been around for a while. I don't know why it's getting so much hype. I mean, it's been around since 22. It's mostly trend. Oh, we're on market cap. I do apologize. Wow, doesn't that look much different? Much different. I mean, the time that it came out should be pretty much the same, February 9, 2022. But up here on CoinGecko, you can toggle between price and market cap. So we're on price. Came out at like 11 cents, and I mean, it's never really done much, except we have this more recent price action. Let's go to like the month, right? And we had this big pump up September 21st, 24th, 25th, whatever you want to say. Got this big pump up. And it's held pretty decently there. So I guess we'll see where we go from there. Just go to their website real quick. Reject. They do not consent to whatever they are trying to make me consent to. Smart money starts here. Concordium is the layer 1 blockchain for trust, privacy, and compliance-ready digital value. It's an interesting way to put it, right? Beyond blockchain hype built for real finance. Concordium is a secure, scalable layer 1 blockchain built to enable enterprise-ready stablecoins. So it's all about stablecoins. With built-in trust and compliance that unlocks the value of Web3, Web2 businesses. We, for a while, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, we're talking a lot about stablecoins and why they're important, why that narrative, as boring as it sounds, is probably going to make a lot of money in these markets. And why is Concordium catching some of that increase in value? I have no idea. Concordium bought that randomly a while ago. Very nice returns. Well done, Orhan. Well done. How you feeling today, Underground? Get some energy back? Yeah, a little bit. I am fasting today. I got up, and I've been meaning, like, I kind of want to do at least a 2-3 day fast every month, right, within the month somehow. And I've been really meaning to do it this month to start, and it hit the 20th, and I hadn't done it yet. And when I saw Lifer was fasting, I was like, all right, I'm going to get in on that. At least it's always funner to do it with somebody, right? So those airdrop coins are pumping. Mega ETH, the first real-time blockchain, apparently. Okay. I will check that out for sure. LG in that house. How you feeling? Answered that. I heard about an interesting coin, Aerodrome. Yeah, Fart Knocker. We've been talking about Aerodrome for a long time. That's something that's been in the Lifer community's radar for a long time. Good question. I've never fasted more than 12 hours. Well, it's definitely very good for you. Definitely very good for you. Definitely bringing inflation down in the body. It's always good. Fasting is amazing. Yep. Bro, I do it every day. Yeah. I assume you mean intermediate fasting blues guy. I do that a lot too. I would do that a lot when I worked and ran my company because, I get up in the morning. I never liked eating breakfast my entire life. So I'd get up, not really eat nothing until the day was over. And sometimes that was like at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's a lot of days I didn't eat much of anything, if anything at all. The longest I've ever fasted was about 11 and a half days. And, yeah. Once you've gotten past like the third or fourth day, it doesn't really matter to me at that point how long it's not so hard. I got to try fasting. Last time I did it, I had the flu. Yeah, sickness is like a natural fast. A lot of times you won't have a lot. Think about that though. Like when you get sick, a lot of times the body doesn't have much appetite. It doesn't want you to shove food in your face. So, okay, fasting is the way to go. Yep, releases stem cells. Oh yeah, 15 days. I just did 15 days. Oh wow. 15 days is a good stretch. No time to eat. It's just going to come out. Yeah, right. 15 days. Yeah. Just reading the chat here. Blues is secretly Gandhi. Normal French diet. Hilarious. You guys are snapping. So what else do we want to look at? Open EDU we've looked at a bunch of times. The only thing I have to say about Open Campus or Ticker EDU education is the niche there is, I don't know, look for it to maybe have a similar correlation with Giggles. I think Giggles will drastically do better than it personally. And it's really not so much about, it's more about lending money to people so that they can go to college. It's not about them actually creating a college. This is what I got down to. Zora. The next one that's probably worth pulling up is Akash Network. $192.5 million in its market cap. Max chart says October 15th, 2020. And it has its own contract address. Imagine that. So, smart contract platform, DePIN, decentralized infrastructure, proof of stake, and made in the USA, right? It's got an AI tag as well. So think about this. Chains, Osmos ecosystem, Archway ecosystem, which must be its own ecosystem, right? And what was I going to say? Oh, notice that it has its own contract address, right? Archway as well, I'm not familiar with. I assume that has something to do with Akash, but maybe not. They have Osmosis as well. And let's go to their website. The decentralized cloud built for AI's next frontier. Unlock global GPU power at fractions of the cost. So a lot of what they're doing, as we talk about AI a lot when it comes to getting the power in the GPU, memory, RAM, all the things that a computer would need or a computer network would need for them to actually have ginormous AI networks. There's many people trying to scale and figure that out, right? So for them, they're bringing GPU to the AI market at what they would consider, I guess, cheap, right? At a fraction of the cost. So that's definitely, I love this right here where they break it down. I remember looking at this before. It says GPU type, right? And then how much per hour that you're going to pay. So you can see AWS is significantly more, it's double, basically double. It's a little less than double, but you get it. CoreWeave, which I have no idea, is that Weave Network? I have no idea, but it's $650 an hour, which is very much more expensive than everybody else. Again, AWS having a lot of problems today. Maybe that's why Akash is pumping. Maybe people are going to turn to get it from somewhere else. And I think that's all we really need to know about Akash. It's been around again since 2020, which is quite some time, chilling at 68 cents. On the max chart, it's up 70%. Says, I'm holding some Zora. It's up, it's down. Like to go up and come right back down the next day. Yeah, exactly. As I think most things are doing right now, right? I think once alt season really fires up, it should do some damage, though. Yeah, if You know, you got to put the word if in front of that. If alt season ever happens. Zora Network seems like a good idea. OMG, it's extremely undervalued. AKT is so cheap. Yeah, and it's very infrastructure. The only, how do I want to say this? The one thing I do want to say is if by chance, right, the altcoin market was heavily suppressed, but we do get a rally, or we don't get a rally, right? But if the 4-year cycle stays intact, basically if Bitcoin and all of crypto does dump for about a year and a half after what would be the top of the market, aka the end of the year, right? Let's just say that does happen. If you never got a pump and you never sold out of your coins, you're going to be really sad that you're still holding them a year and a half from now. That's definitely something to think about when it comes to aping into a lot of coins, right? Again, I just want to put that on your radar. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm not saying we don't have an elongated cycle, right? It's cool, but if we looked at a guy who makes a very successful coin on there, it seems like he was scamming. Oh, wait, I need to read that again. I assume Fartnogger is talking about Zora. It's cool, but we looked at a guy who makes a very successful coin on there, and it seems like he was scamming. Was that like the TV one? I don't know that he was scamming. I don't know about that one. That's what crypto do up and down. Yeah, exactly. Yep, got to take profits while you can. Definitely. Yeah, Fartnogger, what are you referring to? Are you talking about the coin that we saw that was like TV or something like that? Zora TV, I believe it was, and it was worth like 6 million. I assume that's what you're referring to. I don't know if he was scamming or if he just, I mean, he had very long videos that looked like they were filmed in high quality. I didn't actually watch them, so I have no idea. Yeah, Zora TV, it looked like it was popular for no reason. If anything, man, I think it was just popular because nobody on there is really posting videos, especially in a high quality format. I have no idea what the actual videos were, like if they were even slightly good or not. I have no idea. Blues Guy says, time for gratitude. Underground, so grateful for your channel. Thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate you. His posts were WTF. I mean, they were some kind of video. I really didn't watch them, so I have no idea. Maybe you did watch them. Yeah, okay, I guess we got to skim through the video to know for sure. Yeah, definitely, and I recommend doing it on your own time because if I do it on the channel, it's just going to lag, and it, you know, it's not going to be very enjoyable, that's for sure. Floki, I hold a tiny bit of this somewhere in a wallet that I have no idea which wallet it is, but I bought it in like the bear market, so hopefully it's up. But who knows? I probably bought it, you know, in the middle of the last bull market for all I know. $769.2 million in its market cap. That's a nice market cap, right? And this thing is up 5,587% on the max chart, which says June 27th, 2021, at least when they started tracking it. 10 trillion tokens. That's a lot of tokens. Not that it matters, right? It doesn't really matter how many tokens. Blues Guy says no gossip. Not really sure what he's referring to, but hey, no gossiping, guys. Blues Guy said that we're not allowed. ETH, BNB Smart Chain. So GambleFi, wow, they put Floki under GambleFi? That seems like a weird thing to put it under, right? NFT, Metaverse, Meme, Earn to Play, Telegram, apps, dog themed. I mean, you got to kind of give it up to Floki, right? Because Floki was really born when memes were still very much like, memes don't do anything, right? Memes have no place. They don't have any reason for existing. We've looked at this. Oh, I said GambleFi. My bad. It's GameFi. I don't know why I said GambleFi. I just read it wrong. Fartnogger said, why did Floki pump today? We'll get into it a little bit. I don't exactly know. All I know is Elon Musk posted about it, made some comments. Somebody in the Lifers channel said Elon Musk, it was Reliable J actually, said, why did Elon Musk post about Floki today? Is he done with Dogecoin? I don't know. So I'm just assuming that he did. Reliable J is very reliable, right? Their website's really cool. They have a lot of stuff going on. We've looked at this during our GameFi Fridays. You have to get some BNB into your wallet and actually play this game, which kind of is difficult. I do like that they have something going on with TokenFi. I only like that because I bought some TokenFi, and I'm hoping that somehow that means that's going to go up because I need it to go up because it's underwater, right? I actually don't really know if it's underwater, but I need it to go up regardless. They got debit cards. They have a University of Floki. They have a naming service, right? Like Ethereum naming service, ENS, which you see pumping quite often. That their game looks pretty cool too. If I could ever actually play it. We tried to play it live. It lags. I need a better computer. It is what it is. The betrayal to Doge. Oh, I love it. Look, I just need him to stay loyal to Doge for whatever the end rally of this cycle is, and then he can do whatever he wants. Because Elon Musk said something so they can max extract liquidity or something. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like, anybody remember when like Elon Musk destroyed like he really hurt the bull market. I don't know if he destroyed it. I don't think it was the end. Maybe it was the end of the bull market. I don't really remember the timeline that well. When he came out and tweeted like, something bad, he was selling Bitcoin or his company was selling Bitcoin or something like that, right? And yeah, he's hurt crypto time and time again. But then again, I think there's tons of actors that just have a lot of money and influence and power in the market. And in all honesty, they can move the market around whenever they wanted to. But if they did it randomly, more people would be angry and more people would probably figure out who they are, right? And they would get public pressure for moving the market around. Talking about whales, right? Well, if they can hide behind events, right? If there can be events that happen for them to hide behind, well, that makes it easier for them to do it. Mr. J in the house, and they can blame it on somebody else. Kind of like when Trump put out the Trump coin, right? And like it absolutely destroyed the altcoin market. Did he do that intentionally? Did he even do it? He probably had a team that did the actual launch and everything of it, right? And then is it his fault nobody ever bought back in? I don't know. It's a good question. He was Trump before Trump, yeah. Yes, he appeared on SNL and then it crashed. Yeah, I remember because I was relatively newer to crypto, that's for sure, back when the Elon Musk SNL thing happened. And I really thought we were going to get a big pump off of it, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. I've heard it before, but I wasn't really privy. I never really experienced a real buy the rumor, sell the news thing that I was invested in. And after that, I got it. I understood it after that. The worst part was he put out the Melania coin like a few hours later. Yeah, that was horrible. I bought Trump. Then everyone jumped to Melania, and I was left holding crap. Yeah. That was the last meme coin for me. Understand? Yeah, you can get hurt in meme coins. That is a valuable lesson. What else do we want to look? Look, Avantis getting a nice 33% jump up today in the last 24 hours. And again, Avantis has been around since September 9, 2025. 34% in the last 24 hours. What is this signaling? What does this mean? Is this random? Avantis has not really been the one leading the market, right? It's been mostly Aster in this category, in this niche, of course, is what I'm talking about. Billionaires realize they can farm their followers with cryptocurrency, infinite money glitch. Yeah, Orhan. And they've been doing it with products and streaming services. They've been doing it with everything for a long time. Just another vehicle. This is what a lot of influencers do. Influence is all you need nowadays with the power of social media. Yeah, Eric Trump can buy and sell us all. Hilarious. Yep, the more money, the easier you can use the infinite money glitch. He got all the profits. I think a lot of big people wanted to get out of a lot of the altcoins that weren't doing anything because retail really wasn't buying it and coming in. And I think, this is my personal opinion, I think they just used it as a vehicle to exit. And then they ran into Trump, and that just caused so many people to run in. And then they sold that off, and they sat back with their big bags of money and waited for the next opportunities to present themselves. Meaning like they never really got back into a lot of coins that weren't really doing much anyways. So then let's look at INSO. We've hopped over to CoinGecko. INSO is at 37.5 million in market cap. It is a blockchain shortcut to build your own next app. It's very much about building apps, right? And making it easier for people who aren't coders. They pump to pump, the pump to pump to pump. Yeah, my brain, exactly. Aster 6,000%, and he still lost money from it. Oh, Mr. Beast pumped. Oh, okay, got you. So Mr. Beast was the one pumping Aster? That's very interesting. So Astronova, man, I hit back a bunch of times, it doesn't do anything, and then I hit it again twice, and then it just goes back like 8 times. Very fun. It only does this when I'm streaming. Astronova. So we talked about it. It's a game. It's very interesting. Looks like, is it a game? Am I right? I think I might be confusing it with something else. Astronova is an AI-powered entertainment ecosystem. Okay, well, let's go to their website because I'm pretty sure they had a game. Could be wrong. And it looks like the coin maybe finally launched. Only 2.7 million. Orhan, where you at? This thing is tiny. And it had this huge pump. I remember there was this guy that they would bring on like every morning. And they had a segment called Crypto and Coffee or whatever. But his saying was, that which got wicked will be candlesticked. So by what he always said, this should go back to where it was. But that doesn't always come true, right? And so it looks great. Nice website. Mr. Beast threw $1 million at it. And then how did he lose money? I doubt he actually lost money. He probably put several million in, right, and then sold all of it and left 1 million in the wallet everybody knew about. While apparently Aster has more pump to it, it's one of the ones to watch. Yeah, and coins that were strong before the dump a lot of times are the ones where people are paying attention and are strong after the dump. So let's take a look at Astronova World. Yep, this is exactly what I thought it was. It says it's entertainment, right? AI entertainment ecosystem. But what I got mostly from it was video games, right? That's what I got. Token play, action RPG, Nova Tune, Deviant Fight Club. That all seems like games to me. We have tried to watch the trailer before. And this is just like lore for like their game, right? These once great civilizations have fallen victim to a cosmic parasite, the accretion. The artwork's really good. The website looks awesome, in my opinion. It's a little bit, it's so like decked out. It's a little laggy on my end, which means definitely laggy on your end. But it's tiny. Last time we looked at this, I don't think it was out. Could be wrong. What does this say? Oh, I got to scroll down more. It says October 18th. Yeah, so it's been out for 2 days, actually. All right. Moving on. Will that thing ever do anything? I don't know, but it's got like a 2.7 million market cap, so it makes me think if you took a chance with a tiny bit of money, not financial advice, just my opinion, there's not a lot of downside, right? There's only 2.8 mil in it. What is somebody going to sell out? Do they have like 70% of it? You'd have to have a really large amount of the coin to make it worth sucking all the liquidity out. And even if you did, why would you do it for, 2.8 mil when you could have 30 mil if you just like let the thing run? Yeah, nice website. How much for 51% of their shares? I have no idea. You'll have to check that out. BTC losing key levels of 110.5. Okay. Astronova, he gave us some information about it. Program 10 to 4. Program 10 to 14. Asia is open, baby, says Orhan. He's in the hot seat. Asia loves Jitto. We've been hearing a lot about that coin, but I don't see it trending. Anybody notice that? Where is it in the trending? Maybe it's in the top gainers, top losers. So then we have Whitebridge. This is one I'm hoping does something. I haven't bought any yet, so it's a good thing because it hasn't done anything yet. Cracking my neck, man. That felt great. Market cap at 6 million. Last time I looked at it, it was at 8. It's been between 8 and 10 most of the time, so maybe it's a good time to take a look at it. It could never do anything, right, guys? Don't think because I talk about it a lot means it's going to do anything, because it doesn't. I mean, look at Enoma, right? AI agent for people data intelligence, DPIN. I thought it might have something to do with, because we were seeing so much alpha Binance stuff pump. It's not only Binance, but it also was incubated and launched through Pancake Swap or Pancake Pad, which is a part of Pancake Swap. So it just seemed like it had a lot of, connection to BNB. Still think it might do something. We're waiting to see. I have not got a position yet. I need more Whitebridge. It's dirt cheap right now, but keep selling it to us. I need hopium. Hey, slow down. I just go over research. Not telling you to buy nothing. This is not financial advice. Recall. What is Recall? Is a decentralized platform for testing, verifying, and evolving AI agents with a market cap of $74.4 million. We've looked at this before, tokenized markets for AI. They have a little app you can launch here. Usually there's not a whole lot here. I mean, you can stake it. They're telling you about trading competitions going on. They're very much tied into a lot of trading competitions, apparently. Right here, Perps trading competition on Hyperliquid. And I don't know, chart looks like a new coin, right? It hasn't been around that long. The 15th of October, 2025, of course. Says, yeah, what Underground says, always do your own research. Most of this stuff is fluff that will die out like other cycles. Only real projects will thrive. Exactly. Trade Intuition in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you hopping in. Lab looks interesting to me. It is a new token, right? Remember how high risk a lot of these things are. They are brand new. Like Orhan says, most of these will not be relevant in the next cycle. Most of these will not survive the bear market. Sometimes they're even good projects, but they just don't have the funding and the follow through to survive a bear market, right? 5.59 million in market cap, but what is Lab? Here's one thing I really like about Lab. When we talk about Aster pumping, we talk about Avantis getting a nice pump. It's the ultimate, okay, let me slow down. I don't know if it is or not. This is what they're saying. The ultimate multi-chain trading infrastructure, right? So they have a terminal and a launcher. Not a whole lot to look at on the terminal side of things. You're all in one trading terminal, but you have to log in with Telegram. You have to do it through Telegram. I've not actually done that. Then they have their launcher, right, where you can like launch coins and stuff. It makes it have, at least some more aspect to it than just trading. And so, yeah, you could launch coins over here. I don't really know what the value of that is, other than like pump.fun and that kind of thing. Did not mean to click on whatever I just clicked on. And that's mostly what's here, right? You can earn through whatever this is. They have leaderboards and stuff. a lot of this stuff you got to log in to look at a lot of it. I don't have a wallet or community or any of that kind of stuff, right? And this is just their launcher. Okay, so they have like a launch pad, basically. But it has a lot to do with trading, and it's new. That's the two things that I really take away, right? It's new. It has to do with trading. Avantis and Aster start pumping. The market comes back, and we see that narrative return to some strength. Why couldn't a new coin that has a lot to do with trading and stuff get a pump? I don't know. Wouldn't take a lot. 5.5 mil. And we will leave it at that. Monad is a layer 1. There's not a lot to report here. Just putting it on your radar. Monad is speed without sacrifice. Welcome to Monad. It's the layer 1 blockchain with limitless potential, according to them. It says, say goodbye to the blockchain trilemma forever. And that's Monad. Fleek. Fleek is a new one. This one's definitely on the radar. I think we just went over it yesterday. Orhan, are you still in it? Did you move your stop loss or at least cover fees? I think I posted an update. Second target hit. All right, all right. So Fleek, what is Fleek? Fleek Network is a decentralized edge platform. At 8.3 million in its market cap, it's tiny. It says, let the dreams begin. Your crusty selfie becomes Insta-worthy. That hipster alien you created just went viral. Welcome to the new era of vibe influencing where everyone is the main character. I have no idea how good this thing is, right? It is like another social media. How well it works, I have no idea. They do have an app backed by your favorite, Remix Cultures. Looks like another version of Instagram as far as I'm concerned. You can really only do it through the App Store. It doesn't look like they really have a mobile. It doesn't look like they have like a regular desktop setup, right? They had this really cringy video of what looks like a 12-year-old kid smoking a joint or something, right? That just super degenerate. They're counting money and hitting a bubbler and smoking what we're all supposed to believe is some herb. I don't think it is. That guy looks like he's like 12 years old, so not sure what's going on there. I don't know who okayed that as a promotional video. Apparently they're trying to get like, 10-year-olds on their website. Doesn't even sound good when you say it, honestly. So yeah, who knows how successful they're gonna be. Oh yeah, I forgot to look how many followers they had. I don't think it's a lot. And they have 106.7 thousand followers. One thing that I forgot to mention that I think is an important piece of information when we talked about Lab is that Lab has about, and I won't just say it, I'll prove it to you. On its Twitter, they have a lot of followers. I don't know if they're paid for, bought and paid for, or whatever, but there's a lot of followers on there, meaning there's high potential that they have a lot of people looking at them, right? So assuming that even half of these followers, right, 718,000 followers, assuming that even half of these followers are real, and they have to do with multi-chain trading. They just launched. They have, not that far shy of 1 million people as followers. Like, I don't know, that screams that there's attention, and people speculate on that attention, right? This is an attention economy, so there's a high chance that gets some traction, in my opinion, but nothing is guaranteed in crypto, of course. Can't even keep up with this chat. You guys are wild. Bless, it's a supercomputer. Falcon Finance, I think we're done with those. Let's go over here to most visited coins in the last 7 days. We have Inso, Ethereum, things we already talked about, Momentum, Monad. So what is Momentum, right? Momentum is a based, not blazed, but based, CLMM protocol for capital efficient liquidity provisions. That is a mouthful of words. It means nothing to the average person. Financial operating system for the tokenized future. The operating system where powering the next era of global finance, where assets are tokenized, seamlessly connected, and tradable in one place. And we could launch the app for Momentum. And they have a swap, right? So this is a swap built on Sui. It's called Momentum. What are we looking at here? It reminds me very much even Aerodrome. It hasn't actually launched the token yet, right? So MSafe has rebranded to Momentum Finance. Well, what's MSafe? And how long have they been around? Copy and paste it. That way you can do it the most lazy way possible. Okay. MSafe doesn't even come up. So some coin that nobody ever even heard of that doesn't even come up anywhere. Let's look at CoinGecko. Has rebranded to another coin that nobody has also ever heard of. Yeah, MSafe trading on Solana with a tiny amount of liquidity. Look at that pair. $35,000. So maybe they came out and they like quote unquote rebranded before they ever even launched. I mean, that could be a smart move. You have a name, you have an idea, and then later on you come up with a much better name and idea, and so you just scrap the other one, but you have to like technically rebrand to do it. I don't know. They have a swap. They're about liquidity. That basically puts them in and they're on Sui, which pretty much puts them in the category of like Aerodrome and stuff. To me, it's liquidity on Sui. So I guess we'll see what they what they come up with, right? VWA, I bought some a few days ago. It's rising and rising slowly. That's great. I hope my $5 goes far. No liquidity, time to become the market maker. There you go. Orhan has made so much money that he is going to be the market maker. Hey, just give us first dibs on what's going on. That's all I ask. It's not too much to ask, is it? And the thing about Momentum, though, is they're going to be a liquidity provider and all of this jazz. I don't know if they have a bunch of money somewhere else, but as far as their IDOs and things going on, they have $4.5 million. So I don't see them taking out Aerodrome anytime soon. Tempo. And we're almost through this, if you're ready for us to go look at some other stuff. Matt. Good old Matt here is the project lead. They've raised $500 million for Tempo, so significantly more than Momentum. The blockchain designed for payments. And then they have this cool thing where you can just move it around, and I don't really get the point of this at all. It's annoying at best. I don't know. I don't like it. It makes their website hard to read, and why is everything so small? I know I have my website actually zoomed in more than most, so... Ugh. Maybe that's actually the problem. Let's see what happens. Nope. That is not the issue. All right. Now we're way too zoomed in. Anyways, yeah, this is for payments. It's not exciting, but it could make money. Who knows? It's not even out yet. They haven't token generated the event yet. Let's go look at their X and see if they have any followers. Believe we did this yesterday too. Oh, 45,000 followers. That's not tiny. I was expecting like 2,000 followers. So it's really not too bad. All right. Just catching up on the chat. Only bad traders hide. Okay. Mega ETH. Mega ETH is a layer 2 blockchain enhancing Ethereum scalability. Not again. Oh man, how many layer 2 blockchains on? I mean, if layer 2 blockchains are super niched out and they're very specific to what they do, then I guess it's not so bad. Whatever this is cool and also very annoying. Okay, good thing it only happens like at the top of the screen. I can live with that. The first real-time blockchain. It's an interesting narrative. Don't know what that means. Everything is in real time, settled on ETH, like there's no lag. You click a button and it's done. Block times 0.01 second. If this is true, this could be actually pretty monumental. Yep, showing you that traditional chains, information and things come in, it gets blocked up into blocks and they move along. This just looks like they just have a ton of mini, tiny little blocks happening all the time. It's pretty cool. The artwork is pretty cool. No gas limits. Only on Mega ETH. I don't know. This actually looks really interesting. Now, do they deliver? I don't know. Mega Mafia is a collective of early stage founders building net new apps that showcase the power of crypto without restraint. The group co-lives and co-builds alongside Mega ETH core team and advisors all over the world, ranging from isolated offsite and industry-wide gatherings. Okay. To me, that meant literally nothing. I think I wasted all of our time reading that. All right, it does not like that website. I don't even, what are we even talking about, right? Like, these are just random names, and then they have a link to them, and you click them, and then it just like my web route, my security immediately blocks them. They're in testnet. It looks like there is a faucet. The problem with faucets in testnet is they only give you testnet coins. That's usually super useless on the main net. So unless you're doing something like building in testnet, then you pretty much don't care about that. All right, and then they've raised what? 37.7 million, not too shabby. But no TGE, token generation event, not yet anyway. Says Underground turning into a real skeptic. Why am I a detective Underground? You're hilarious. I don't know why I'm a skeptic. That coin is just the first time we've ever looked at it. I haven't warmed up to it yet. Mega ETH could be cool. I like what they're saying. So let's see. I talk more about my losses because everyone talks about their wins and how great they are. I remember traders that the price can go anywhere. We just trade probabilities. Sounds like Crypto Lifers show. Most people here definitely started with the Lifer channel. Trade Intuition, you know who the Lifer is, right? I'm assuming you know who the Lifer is. Anyways, we got down here new coins in the last 7 days. Polyb. Category blockchain services. Let's check this out. Does it have to do with Polygon? Polygon was getting a little bit of a pump, right? Oh, Garden Warrior in the house. Glad to see him popping in. That is certainly one of our regulars. Nothing for market cap yet. So looks like no token generation event. Let's go to their website. What is Polyb, right? Predict the future. So it's about bets. Bet on real world events with BNB. 100% tariffs on China in effect by November 1st. Well, you could do a lot of betting on here, right? China x USA trade deals by November 1st. All right. I mean, what is the other one called? Polymarket, I'm pretty sure. That's like the big one for a lot of bets. It's not a crypto that I know of. Says very true. Most hide losses and only show wins. That discourages traders learning because everyone is winning except them. Time for you and everyone here to hate me. I'm not a lifer. Okay. I mean, you don't have to be a lifer. That's all I say about that. I don't want to hate much. I know all of you love him. Yeah, it's because he's fantastic. You know, just so you know, Trade Intuition, and I know the man, and he is exactly who he portrays himself to be. So, I mean, if you trade more consistently and better than the lifer, you're going to do just fine out there. with a channel. And I'm not trying to knock you, man. You don't have to like the lifer. I don't know if it's a personal reason or, you took one of his bets and you executed different or something. I don't know. But either way, you don't have to love the lifer. But I would be very interested to see if you hit the way he hits. I've watched him for years. I don't know anybody who hits like he hits, right? And he's definitely not hiding his losses. Dark bet. What is dark bet? And no, we don't hate you. I mean, I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody because that is a complete waste of time. 3 trades, one of them will definitely poop out. Maybe even 2, LOL. Okay. I don't even know what El Cheeto's talking about. Is he talking about his trade or Lifer's trades? Underground streams every day and $1 million is all I need. Oh, underground stream every day and $1 million. All right, Orhan, I'm with that. He seems like a good guy, very humble. Just started watching him. Okay. Fartnog, are you talking about trade intuition? Maybe he's got some sauce. I don't know. Dark bet. What is dark bet? Dark bet is an on-chain prediction market built on BNB, designed to allow users to forecast real events. Okay, so this seems very much like the Poly bet thing we were just looking at, except for dark bet seems like they're betting on bad things to happen, or like black swan events. I guess that's more what I'm trying to say. Dark bet seems like they're betting more on like black swan events and stuff in the market. I don't know. Only 709,000. Oh yeah, I was talking about El Cheeto Fart Knocker. I was wondering what he was talking about. I got what you said. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. I did refer to that. You're right. No, Fart Knocker, you're right. Yeah. Weird how religious he is for a crypto guy. Doesn't fit in with the degens. Hey, Fart Knocker, Lifer's not trying to fit in, right? Lifer is his own man. And personally, I like that he talks about God and stuff like that. I really do. Yeah, dark bet. That sounds interesting. Exactly. Don't just bet. Bet on chain. Trade outcomes privately. No front runs. No copycats. Only pure conviction built on BNB Smart Chain. Okay, so it's got like a privacy factor in it. What is dark pool betting? Dark pool markets let you place bets privately inside hidden liquidity pools. Every trade stays invisible, but outcomes settle transparently on BNB Smart Chain. So you see the truth only when it matters, when the market closes. I mean, it's cool, I guess, that a lot of people can't counter trade you and that kind of thing. 7.8 BNB in total volume. That doesn't sound like a lot of money. Hope you don't win a ton of money because it doesn't seem like they have it to give it to you, right? Yeah, what Blues Guy said. And that's exactly why I respect Lifer a lot, because he could shy away from talking about God. And he might even retain more people watching him. But he knows the truth, and that's if you don't have God in your life, you are most likely lost. And I'm not going to argue with nobody about that or what God, they're supposed to have, or this, that, or the other, because this is a crypto show, crypto deep dive show, right? We're not here for that right this second. I'm just sussed out by Binance, but they are good in this field. Yeah. I like to say I'm a man of science. Okay, Fart Knocker. In my personal opinion, there's nothing about God that contradicts science, or vice versa for that matter. But that's my personal opinion, right? Not financial advice. And I'm not going to look at all these tiny little coins. Let's look at what else we got. What I really want to look at is top gainers, top losers of the day. Oh, look at that. Anoma got a pump? What? Anoma in the top gainers of the day? I sure hope that keeps going. As suspicious as Binance is, they are experts in under-the-table dealings and smoke and mirrors, tax evasion. Hey, Orhan, I'm going to take your word for it, but it wouldn't surprise me, which is respectable. Actually, it's not respectable, but it's good for them, right? Exactly. So we got Anoma getting a tiny little pump after just getting destroyed for quite some time. Chart doesn't look good. September 29th, 2025, it has 104 million in its market cap. We've gone over this so many times that I'm not even going to act like you guys don't know what Anoma is. I'm just happy to see it get a little bit of a recovery, right? Why won't this go back? All right, here we are. So, yeah, that caught my eye right away. BC Game Coin. We definitely looked at this the other day. BC Game Coin, $93.6 million in its market cap. Solana contract. Looks like no website, but we found a website for this thing, didn't we? We went to like their Twitter. Oh no, this account doesn't exist. Okay, I think I remember this. I'm thinking of a different coin here. I guess I didn't write that other coin down. There was another very interesting gaming coin that we looked at the other day. Avantis, everybody knows what Avantis is. These Japanese, I think Mr. J said they were, meme coins are doing pretty well. Then we had Anoma, Diverge Loop. We looked at that yesterday too. Useless coin. Been looking at that plenty of times. Oh, Bioprotocol and Zero Gravity Lab, or Zero Gravity. I don't know if it's a lab, but we've looked at that many times. But I guess market fixing is now a regular part of crypto now that banks are involved. Exactly. And you just got to expect bad actors to do bad things, right? You're not going to keep bad actors from doing bad things. I think the best answer is just coming up with ways to identify them earlier, call them out, whatever it is, media pressure. Whatever it is really your best bet. But getting them to stop being bad people, it's probably not a good way to spend your time and energy. October 27th, 2024. And this is Comedian. So does that mean it's a joke? Solana, Comedian ban. Chainlink finally did something after I sold it for Jito. Yeah, that's how it usually goes for Art Knocker. It won't do anything until you sell it. Hashtag ban. Welcome to Comedian fans. The emergence of Comedian as cryptocurrency taps into a unique blend of irony and commentary. Such like the banana itself, the value of meme coins is often inflated by internet trends and social media influencers rather than intrinsic utility or technical innovation. Comedian therefore mirrors the speculative hype around meme coins, but does so with an added layer of satire about the commodification of art and memes alike. Not gonna lie, this seems really boring and stupid. That's my opinion. Every once in a while I have a hot take about a coin. There's just so many of these type of coins, useless coin, worthless coin. There's 2 worthless coins, and there's a million other meme coins. I just don't see this thing being all that exciting, but who knows? Who knows, right? People will see it says comedy and they'll not know what it is and they'll buy it, maybe. I don't know. Pump.fun ecosystem, that does not surprise me. So El Cheeto says it's crazy how it's changed, went from actual decentralized and now it's all centralized. The point has passed. Yeah, a little bit El Cheeto for sure. And then there's a few people who try to keep that going and they don't seem to be the ones on top though. Find a way to make money and just make it matter before the time they ruin it for you, right? Yeah, Orhan says, what are they smoking? Nice web design. Yeah, they had great web design, for sure. But I have no idea what they're smoking. And they've been around a while. Don't know why they're finally getting a pump today. And here's Worthless. Speaking of useless coin and worthless coin. So who knows? Maybe Comedian will do well. Why did they go with ticker BAN? Doesn't seem related. And then you have the CTM, which is like continuum, right? But it has an 8 in it because the 8 looks like the infinity symbol. That makes sense marketing wise. 49.2 million in its market cap. I've seen this coin before for sure. Max chart says April 17th, 2025, so it is pretty new. I remember the website though. Unique mechanism that features for the first time multi-chain treasury, ensuring continuous value generation through buybacks and a unique deflationary system. And that's like the whole website there. Let's go to the launch app thing, see what kind of app they actually have. I'm going to go ahead and drop this into I could sit down mode. Sorry, the table doesn't go down quickly. And I'll switch cameras. Hold on. And we're here. I did just change this camera angle, so hopefully it's not awful. Nope, wrong way. All right, that is much better. Now I just got to hit the web capture. And we're back. Kind of. Just needs slight adjustments here. All right. Is nice to be able to sit down midstream, though. Let me tell you that. Let's get back to where we were, though. So, Genesee was just the beginning. What comes next will redefine everything. So, big, bold claims. See how many followers they have over on Twitter. I got Worthless a few months back. It's down 90%. And which one did you buy, Mr. J? Because there's two of them. It's actually two Worthless coins. The one that I thought might have a chance of doing well, only because I saw it on Joe Pryor. I don't know what his last name is, but he's a YouTuber for sure in the crypto space. Joe, I think he's bald, or he might just have super short hair, but I think he's like a bald white guy, right? Anyways, you know who I'm talking about. Multi-chain powered protocol, unleashing unrivaled mechanisms designed to achieve ultimate interoperability and long-term sustainability. 43,000 followers. Pin post has 254,000 impressions, but it's from April 16th, right? So Continuum is rewriting the narrative. Cooperation over competition between blockchains. No VCs, no private rounds, no public sales, 100% ecosystem owned. Backed by multi-chain treasury, powered by multi-chain liquidity. All right. Very interesting. And for whatever reason, it was getting a move today. 17.9%. Nothing to write home about, but a little something. Mythos. Somehow I clicked on Worthless. Is this the one that you bought, Mr. J? This Worthless coin? All right. Wait for this thing to load because I keep clicking before it loads and then it just makes me click on the wrong thing. So Mythos down a good 94% since it came out. If that's not crypto, I don't know what is. October 31st, 2022, 59.1 million in its market cap. Ethereum, Base and Avalanche chain. See what they have on Twitter as far as followers. 112.2 thousand followers. Their GameFi as well. Gaming blockchain. The future of Web3 gaming. Ensuring true ownership of game assets and secure transactions with Mythos token on the Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah, I really remember this. Who thought the Polkadot system was where they needed to be for this? I have no idea. Wish them the best of luck, but who is using the Polkadot network? I have no idea. And that's really all I have to say about this. We will move on from that coin. What else do we got? Tibber up 14%. Sometimes these ones that just have like a little bit of a move are foreshadowing a bigger move in the next days to come. But of course, the market kind of has to line up. Here's 4. Cross. What is Cross? 43.5 million in its market cap. Its max chart really doesn't look so bad. That's because it's only out since July 3rd, 2025. Immediately had a pretty big pump, and that was as high as it's been. So, I don't know. What does that mean for it? What is it? All good questions. It's got a BNB contract, and that's it. Smart contract platform. GameFi, Layer 1, Binance Alpha Spotlight. All right. The moonshot worthless. Okay, Mr. J. Yeah, that was the one that I thought had a better chance of doing something, but I was just kind of going off of the explanation that was given. I didn't actually buy any. I thought about it, but then I put money elsewhere. What's your opinion on the current state of things in crypto? Oh, man. How much time do you have, Orhan? But I deserve the loss. Impulse buy. Something with that name. Yeah, right. I feel you. I definitely feel you there. And Orhan, I mean, I don't know what my opinion is. I've been through this kind of like same feeling. You know, one thing that you remember a lot about market and the situations that you get yourself in with the market, or how the market's going, I should say, is you always kind of remember how they feel, right? When they drive you to absolute hopelessness, at first you would sit and really feel hopeless. When I hit that point, I'm like, I don't know. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down, and I just kind of am numb to it. So we're going to see. I'm up. At the end of the day, I have to remind myself from when I bought, almost everything I bought is up. Now, it's not up what I wish it was, and it's not as up as it was at one point, right? But I didn't lose money. So I can't really be mad about that. You know, nothing was promised to me. You know, I wasn't promised 100x on my money. I wasn't promised a 10x on my money. So with that all being said, it is what it is until it isn't. Building transparent and sustainable game economies. And that's a position that's easier to take when you're long-term investing, buying in what you believe to be the bear market and trying to sell it when you believe it is the top of the bull market or close to the top of the bull market. And that's that. When you're in and out on a daily trading and stuff, you could really get emotionally tied up with a lot of where the market is at the current moment. Cross is a decentralized protocol and infrastructure layer designed to empower open communities and enable transparent digital economies through token-based value coordination. Our mission is to foster a fair, accessible, and community-governed Web3 environment where users are not just participants but owners. Play first, grow together. Do they have any games, though? They have a Cross wallet. So where are the games? Maybe it's at the top of the... No. I don't see like a launch button, right? Or hand says goal. Yeah. Yeah, it just makes it a lot less stressful. You want to set yourself up so you don't have the majority of your money. You know, in my opinion, how I feel, what I do is I don't like the majority of my money hanging in limbo all the time and you know, swinging this way. And then all it takes, you could do really good for a long time and then just make one really bad move. And the move that I hate when it happens the most is I finally give up on the market or something or a coin, and then of course it's gonna run after you sell it. It just seems like the law of the universe for some reason. When you sell it, it's gonna run. October 17th, 2024. And the obvious joke here is, I'm sorry everybody that your coins aren't running. It's because I haven't sold yet. October 17th, 2024. Anvil, 51.2 million. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. What did it get as a pump today? 12%. Yeah, I don't even know why we're talking about this coin. It's so small. Or so old and hasn't really done anything. It's DeFi, right? And that's Anvil. I remember looking at that project a long time ago. Just wanted to look at some of these smaller coins that are getting a little bit of a pump. Now, Dash, if I remember, Dash is a very old coin, very similar in the, maybe not so much the idea, but in the same vein of the time period and stuff of Zcash, privacy. Okay, so it is master nodes. It's proof of stake and proof of work, apparently. And it's been around since 2014. What is up with these like return of the dinosaur coins? But it does have something really in common with Zcash. And that it's a privacy coin, and it's really old. And it's older than privacy coin, right? So a bad move. I know all about it. I made a costly mistake and I learned from it. Yep. Thanks, Underground, for your kind words, by the way. Hey, you're absolutely welcome, man. We are a community. We're a crypto family. And so we're going to definitely do our best to pick each other up whenever, you know, people take big losses. It's all fun and games until, you know, you're really down on your luck. And that's when you kind of need people. So nobody be afraid to message me on Discord. Please message me on Discord. I mean, you could email me if you want. I probably won't see it in a timely manner, but you could do that. Anyways, I don't know what to say about this coin. I don't see any world where this thing is going back to its all-time highs. What is its all-time high? $1,493 was its all-time high. It was 8 years ago. Its all-time low was 11 years ago. That just tells you about this coin. Is this thing gonna pump? I mean, there's a feeling in my opinion that what doesn't really make a lot of sense a lot of times is what happens, right? So it is what it is. Zcash could run so hard. Let's pull up Zcash. And Zcash still in the top gainers, even if just a little bit. So that was 2014. Zcash says it goes back to 2016, right? So only 2 years later for Zcash. A huge drop from where it was. It was at $3,191. My goodness. And then it's really just dropped from there. I mean, huge drop. And then it was like the best recovery it ever did after that was January 5th, 2018 at $762. It was slightly higher than that, but CoinGecko does not like you to be able to grab the top of stuff. Very annoying. But anyways, you see super flat. You see these little bumps here, little pumps there. I mean, it looks like maybe you're getting something like that. Even with all of the price action it's got, it went from like $40 to where it's sitting now, which is a great return, right? It's like a what, 6x, something like that. Maybe more. I just did that quick. And it has $4.3 billion in it. So, you know, you do the math there. My only thought is that maybe Dash gets a run. As Dash, I believe, what does Dash have as far as market cap? Yeah, Dash has a way smaller market cap. So can Dash get some of that action and money? Is it just people moving money around that want privacy, you know, for good or for bad, who just want privacy? And like Orhan said, usually it's only people doing negative stuff that want to hide from everybody. But I don't know. There's certain things where it's like they could be wanting to make moves and they know people are going to counter trade them. So maybe that is a legitimate thing to look at as well. Thanks, bro. Be sure to be there when I was hurting. Yeah, it hurts so good. Orhan, you're hilarious. No, it doesn't. No more. Hurt me, baby, one more time. Orhan. Love it. Always got the comedy rolling. Okay, can you look at Tau? Blues guy with the rhythm stick. Yeah, it's hilarious. All right, we're caught up on the chat. Nice. So Blues guy wants to look at Tau. It's funny you say that because I'm kind of debating on doing Tau as an ecosystem tomorrow as kind of the main focus. So yeah, BlackRock is using Coinbase with its IBIT ETP, IBIT ETP. I guess which privacy coin is on, and guess which privacy coin is on Coinbase. Is it Base? Reading your mind, bro. Well, don't leave us hanging. Which one is it? So yeah, I was thinking about doing BitTensor tomorrow. I am not looking forward, and I'm probably not going to read BitTensor's like about. My goodness, this thing, right? I don't know. Drop a 333 if you want me to read all of this tomorrow, if you think that would be valuable, right? Or drop a 555 if you want me to, I don't know, simplify it in some way. Maybe have ChatGPT analyze this and simplify it, something. So we don't have to read that. I don't fear reading it. Don't get me wrong. I just think it'd be a little bit dry, and I think it would probably bore people to death. I was a little bit more excited about looking Tau's ecosystem as far as their subnets and how do you get in and out. How do you even buy? What's a good wallet for BitTensor, right? And stuff like that. Blues guy said no, 555. Yeah. Orhan says 333, your voice is sweet. Well, thank you, Orhan. Trying to butter me up. Zcash little brother Horizon. Okay. Is Horizon on the horizon? Word for word. You guys kill me. Yeah, AI summarized would be good. Yeah, I think so, El Cheeto. I don't want you guys to think that I don't want to read it. It's just that I've read it. That's mostly the problem. And that when I read it, it was pretty boring. 4 billion in market cap. 21 million tokens, of course, but only 9.5 million in circulating supply, which makes its number go up so much, right? It's good tokenomics. That's for sure. But I want to know more about its like ecosystem, right? So we'll save a lot of that for tomorrow. I'll set that up for tomorrow. As far as Tau, I don't know. I don't know what else there's to talk about. It's been around for a long time. 2023 in crypto, that's a long time. Up 320% from then in the last, I don't know, let's show us some green. In the last month, it's up 23%. Nothing crazy, just a little 23%. And of course, it has got AI narratives, layer 1, DePIN, smart contract platform. Says, got to get me some Horizon. All right, Fart Knocker. We will check in with that and see how that works out. I have no idea if Horizon is good or not. I don't know. I mean, I think there was a lot of belief that it wasn't good to buy privacy coins because regulators and people were going to come after them or just not really allow them to flourish. I don't know. Is that still true? Is that still something we need to think about? Don't know. Here's this enzyme that was trading yesterday. I don't know why. I just don't like this coin. BNB attestation. I just don't like it. World Asset. INC. I don't know what that is. Have we looked at this before? 44.9 million. Chart looks awful. Looks like it's under where it started at. Yep, it is. Just barely. It did all of this, right? Just to be lower. Since October 1st, 2025. So it hasn't been around that long, if we want to be fair there. Then it just took this mega drop from 70 to 50 cents, and it's just done nothing since. World Asset AI. It's an Ethereum contract. RWA's new financial ecosystem. WAT. World Asset Protocol. What else do they got for us? Investment flexibility, competitive edge, strategic investment. Golden RWA is open now. You can connect a wallet. That's how open they are. World Asset, please stay tuned. I thought it was open. Doesn't look very open to me. All right, moving on. We talked about it. You heard about it. Yeah, do your own research, right? Mr. J says, all aboard the Horizon train. I like to do your own research, right? How about Ondo, my wife's coin? Underground, do you still own XAN? Yeah, I do. I bought a small amount of it at like, I don't know, 5.5 cents or something like that. That's why I'm glad to see it get a little bit off the floor there. What is it going to do? I have no idea. So Ondo. Ondo, I own Ondo. So I don't own a crazy amount of it or anything, but I own a little bit of it. Back when we were talking a lot about RWAs. I do like that it's up 241% on the max chart. There are a lot of coins in crypto that can't say that. 21 cents is when it came out, January 17th, 2024. Again, this is relative to when CoinGecko started tracking it. So, you know, how much longer or something it had been out, I have no idea. I just go by this. 2.3 billion in its market cap, number 60 by market cap, so it's in the top 100. It's RWA, right? It's real world assets. Says on this is Orhan says Ondo is a nice one too. It's relevant with what's going on since the little news came out with Ondo beefing with Nasdaq over RWAs. And does that mean that they're a real competitor to the NASDAQ? I don't know. Welcome to the open economy. At Ondo, we design institutional grade platforms, assets, and infrastructure to bring financial markets on chain. And I mean, this is a big coin and it has real connections. We read a lot of small brand new tokens and stuff that talk about RWAs, but none of them are on this kind of level, right? None of them are on this kind of level. And the market cap reflects that. Now, does that mean Ondo, you know, if Ondo wants a lot of the business, is it good for them to beef with the NASDAQ or should they be friends with the NASDAQ? I don't really know. Mr. J says, I got XAN yesterday and good profits. Good for you, man. Glad to hear that. You're up at least 24%, I hope, which is of utmost priority according to the American government, I heard. Okay. Okay. So this is Ondo. I don't really know a lot to say about Ondo, right? It's a big one. I mean, we can see how many followers they have on Twitter. It's like me sitting up here trying to, like, you know, go over XRP. It's like, there's just, you know, it's so big, there's not a lot to cover. 345,000 followers. This is where they lose me a little bit though, too. Like, you're telling me that Ondo has less followers than a new coin called Lab? Let's go take a look at Lab. And why would that be, right? Why would that be? Is that real? I don't know. So Ondo, 354.1 thousand followers. Lab, 718,000 followers. Like, I gotta believe that more people know about Ondo. But maybe it's just not exciting, and maybe Lab is somehow exciting. Or maybe Lab paid for those followers. I'll never know for sure with concrete evidence unless, I don't know, somebody uncovers it. They urged the SEC to delay NASDAQ security plans. Okay, for tokenization due to the lack of transparency. Not my words. Okay. That is good to know. Orhan's always bringing the sauce. That's why we all appreciate him being a part of the community. He brings a lot of value, as everybody really does. There's all types of different value, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. This X-Pin was something we went over yesterday. In CETA. Quantum resistant ledger. Again, we talked a lot about, quantum and narrative, and it wouldn't take much for quantum coins to get a big pump. Maybe because, I don't know, they have some kind of event go on. Let's go look at ChatGPT. I just want to see. Please give me a quick and simple analysis of what happened with AWS today. Let's check this out, because although this isn't really crypto, you'd be really surprised how many things in crypto use AWS in the back end, right? Here's what happened. AWS experienced and that's Amazon Web Service. For anybody who doesn't know, the majority of money that Amazon makes is mostly off of their web service, right? Not so much what most people know Amazon for. So they experienced a major global outage beginning early Monday morning. The outage was centered on the US East 1 region, which I don't know where that is, and was attributed to a DNS or load balancer monitor malfunction, DNS attacks. If anybody is in that kind of techie world, another guy who I watch for news, he's big into a lot of that, like he does that for work. And DNS attacks are very popular. So who knows if this had some, bad implications, right? What am I missing in the chat? Chat rolls so fast. Orhan is not real. I spam value. There you go, Orhan. He's a value spam bot. He's the T1000. Hilarious. Okay, so many popular applications and services were affected today. Fortnite, Roblox, social media like Snapchat and Signal, streaming. Okay, well, luckily we were able to do the stream. I don't know why AWS would have to do with that, but who knows? Financial apps and AWS's own services like Alexa and Ring. So AWS says it mitigated the main issue and recovery is underway, though some residual effects may remain. Why it matters: this kind of disruption heights the scale and criticality of AWS infrastructure globally. Many systems depend on it, so fault can ripple widely. Did it even hurt Amazon's market? No, Amazon is up 3.4% today. Interesting. All right, we don't really need to go in much more detail. I just wanted to check that out a little bit, right? Elon Musk built a new colossal 2 AI training center housing 100,000 NVIDIA processors. Hope AI didn't go rogue and shut down AWS. There's that aspect. I was thinking more of maybe like a foreign country or something, just showing that they have the power to really mess with our infrastructure here. But it mess with infrastructure everywhere, right? They wouldn't even be about America. It'd just be about them demonstrating that they were able to do that. Roblox is under investigation. Orhan, tell me more. What are they under investigation for, and who's investigating them? My Wealth Simple was not working so great today. Okay, I'm not familiar with Wealth Simple. That must be like a centralized exchange or some kind of exchange, right? Maybe not crypto. AWS was shut down by Orhan. There's a hot take, hot off the press. Didn't realize Amazon owned America, LOL. Oh, yeah, El Cheeto. Oh, yeah. Restream was affected, but fixed prior to my stream, so I was okay. But a lot of YouTubers couldn't stream to all their platforms. Okay, so Restream is for like going to, I don't really stream to multiple platforms. So that's probably why I don't know about Restream. I'm mostly fixed on YouTube. Florida Attorney General issues subpoena to Roblox over child safety. Hey, go Florida. Florida always doing big stuff. I hope it happens. Who knows? Florida and a couple other states like took the first step to writing up legislation to get rid of property tax, which is the most sane and honest thing I've ever heard anybody say, ever. But who knows if they could pull it off, right? There's going to be a lot of people fighting them from doing that. 40.6 million in market cap. SEDA, Osmos, an Ethereum and Base ecosystem. Oracle, modular blockchain. What is a modular blockchain? I hope y'all know what that is as much as I've said it. What kids will do for Roblox. Turns out it's everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fart Knocker needs to chill, right? I'm just messing with you. But yeah, it's a touchy subject. It was a weird technical glitch across all boards as altcoins had a nice pump, which many missed. There you go. The internet on chain, right? You like how I segue back and forth? The SEDA. The internet on chain, deploy application specific Oracle programs in seconds, build on SEDA. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, right? And yeah, their website looks all right. It's not horrible. It's not the most exciting either. Smart contracts. Yeah, we went over that part. Oh, I wanted to look at how long it had been around. 2024, May 7th. So this thing's been around a while. And we've never heard of it. So that should tell you something. Let's go back to our crypto bubbles and look at the hour. It'll happen. Taxes are illegal, unlawful. Yeah, they print money. Yeah, exactly. Blues guy, couldn't agree more. Urging Fart guy to ease up. Easy, bro, he says. So look, Monero, Zcash. I mean, what is it with the privacy coins? Is this going to be the next hot narrative? I mean, it already has been a hot narrative for sure. And Co-AI looking like it's getting a tiny bounce. All right. Let's go look at some other things here. Let's see what new coins they have on here. New cryptocurrencies. The Ape. Solana. Hey, I got Giggle Panda. Crack Rock Globe. I like that one. Crack Rock Global. It's got to be a meme coin, right? That can't be a serious project. Oh, wow. The chart looks great. Just a dip, right? Buy the dip. No, I'm just kidding. Not financial advice. October 20th, 2025. It's got $50.6 million in it. It is Solana ecosystem. And at Crack Rock Global, Crack Rock acquisition, 10 years of smart investing. I mean, this has got to be a joke, right? It's on pump.fund. There's no way. This is obviously a play on BlackRock for anybody who doesn't get it. Yeah, right to the floor, right? Smart strategies for Crack Rock accumulation. I mean, this is hilarious. They probably should say that they're kidding at some point, unless they're not kidding, and this is somehow supposed to be taken seriously. What is this? Strategy 1, the Miami method. Automatically purchase Crack Rock every 4 hours, regardless of market conditions, sleep schedule, or relationship status. Studies show that investors who accumulate at 3 a.m. show 420% better returns due to enhanced decision-making clarity. Recommended for insomniacs and anyone who already checks their phone 47 times per night. Yeah, Orhan says I can't myself. This looks like Orhan wrote this website. Like, for real. The corner office strategy. Liquidate your 401k, sell your index funds, and go all in on CrackRock from strategic urban distribution points. This high conviction approach eliminates diversification, drag, and weak hand investor syndrome. Best performed wearing a suit to establish dominance and credibility with your CrackRock liaison. This is gold. I love this. This is probably like the best thing we found all day. This thing could do well just because they put a lot of effort into it. It's pretty hilarious. Leverage your home's equity to secure bulk CrackRock purchases at wholesale rate. Why let your house just sit there and appreciate at 3% annually when it could be funding 300% CrackRock returns? Your mortgage broker doesn't need to know the specific renovation you're funding. Absolutely hilarious. The grandma inheritance pre-plan method. Don't wait for inheritance. Convince elderly relatives to invest in CrackRock now so you can manage their portfolio for them. Include strategies for Thanksgiving dinner conversation, PowerPoint presentations for nursing home investment clubs. Estate planning lawyers hate this one simple trick. Oh my goodness, this just goes on and on and on. This is hilarious. Definitely not a scheme. What is going on in this chat? Bro, this is unsustainable. Too many coins, too many. Don't gotta give at one point. Need to drop off for a call. Yep. See you guys in Discord. All right, Mr. J. I'm sure I'm way late on that. Bro is getting demonetized before monetized. Hey, Orhan, that's not fair. You're going to get me banned? Hey, this is not my website. How this guy reading this with a straight face? Poker professional? Oh, yeah. You know it, man. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play poker against Underground. Grandma inherited. LOL. We all know you like to play some else. Play some slots maybe on a Friday. Oh, dude, and it just keeps going. This is ridiculous. Spouse diversification strategy, shadow portfolio management. None of this is financial advice, and none of these strategies reflect the views or beliefs of the underground crypto community nor owner/host. Is that good? I think that's a good enough disclaimer, right? Marry someone with opposing investment philosophies. Then secretly accumulate CrackRock while they invest in index funds. When CrackRock outperforms by 10,000%, reveal your shadow portfolio at your 10-year anniversary. Includes prenup templates protecting CrackRock assets. All right. We're done. But there are 23 methods here. That was great. That was absolute gold. CrackRock, because you were just gonna buy crack anyways, might as well give it to us. Did it say that somewhere, or did you just say that? I don't know. Every CrackRock enthusiast has different financial goals, and we are committed to providing the right investment solutions to maximize your CrackRock purchasing power. I like that. CrackRock purchasing power. Our comprehensive range of investment strategies is designed to help you build wealth specifically for CrackRock acquisition. The thing I like about this is there's nowhere on it where it tells you like that they're kidding, right? I think that they're supposed to have some kind of disclaimer. Do they at least come up? Okay, at least it comes up as a meme coin, right? Hey, they did a really good job with that one. He says I made it up. Good job. Good job. That's crazy, Craig. All right, we had a good laugh with that one. $50.6 million in its market cap. So we weren't the only one, but they are down significantly, right? What did it come out with? That doesn't even make sense. Maybe because coins came out? It says the market cap here was only 123,000. How is it going down? Because like they just ported all the coins out after? I don't know. That's just weird. Yeah, El Cheeto, you just can't make it up. Anything to take the pain away from the recent correction. Blue Sky says anyone but Underground tell me where BlackRock got their name from? El Cheeto says the Cabal, the BlackRock of magic. BlackRock totally ripped them off. Crack Rock came first? Question mark. Yeah, there you go. There's a hot take. So what is Solana? It's got to be a pump.fun thing, right? 47.1 million. Yes, it is definitely a pump.fun coin. Solana, they just look like they straight ripped off Solana. The lore is deeper than it seems. A Web3 powered ecosystem inspired by history, built for unstoppable communities. After reading that last website, I have to make sure that this is even serious, right? Before the name Solana stuck, every lore and asset referenced Solana. That wink from history inspired builders and memers to resurrect the vibe as community-driven token on Solana. Zol. Is this like a Mandela effect, right? Like it was really Solana and then all of a sudden it was Solana? Is that what they're getting at? I love that they used all the colors and everything from Solana. And it just takes you to Deck Screener, right? It's pretty great. Doesn't look like it's doing all that great. All right. $46,000 in its market cap. You can't make that up. This thing is tiny. Let's go to like that daily chart. I don't know. I wouldn't predict you. I wouldn't buy any. It says ecosystem. How could it? It's $46,000 in market cap. Like, how could it even have an ecosystem? And to say that like Jupiter is in its ecosystem is kind of funny. It's kind of the other way around, right? But I can enjoy a good laugh, right? Enjoy a little bit of humor. Blues guy coming in with all the sauce. Orhan says you need a doctor. Hilarious. So Giggle Panda is up 20%. Not a whole lot to report here. What is Giggle Panda? Please have a great website. Not the colorway I thought we were going to go with here, but all right. Giggle Panda, play, earn, smile. The first social to earn and play to earn ecosystem that turns your smiles into value. No, thank you. Join the happiest crypto community in Binance Smart Chain. If this is not a rug, I don't know what is. I'm just kidding. I don't actually know that. Say they have a play to earn game. Something tells me they don't have a play to earn game that works currently. All right. We could watch this video. It's a 12-second video. It probably tells you absolutely nothing. The takeaway from this video is that people smile. Right? Isn't that the takeaway? Is there even music playing? Okay, there is music playing. Let's check it out. All right, music is very low. Should I turn it up? Should I not turn it up? Nobody probably cares about the music. Giggle Panda. I guess put that in on the radar. What am I missing here? Back to Adam and Eve, right? It was once white because, hold on, wait, what did I miss? Okay. BlackRock, right back to Adam and Eve. It was once white, but because of sin it turned black. Hey, there's a hot take. You need a girlfriend or a sheep. Yo, y'all are snapping. Why do I sense this rivalry between Blue Sky and Orhan? It's hilarious. New idea for coin Polana. The motto is make it rain. Nice. I'm going to leave that one up to you, Fart Knocker. You know where Pump.Fun is, right? You know where it is. Protect your soul, homie. People smile, play to earn, smile, bro. It's that simple. It's just a giggle panda. With no circulating supply or market cap. Solid. And it's probably just that new, guys. Who knows? New ex-CEO is back. Ex-Floki. Man. Predefy. Pith Labs. Is that legitimate? I doubt it. The meme coins are getting a little ridiculous. Yeah, Pump.Fun. I mean, doesn't even have a website. Pith Labs. Signal in, trades out, P&L to holders, built on Solana, powered by Grok, DeepSeek, and ChatGPT 5 and Claude. So it's just powered by all AI. Pith Lab is now live on Solana. An autonomous AI trades BingX futures with 100% of creator rewards as capital. I don't even know. Maybe Orhan could really tell us more about this product. Moving on. And here's like Floki. Here's Floki ex-CEO, and then you have new ex-CEO is back. I mean, this is all obviously plays on whatever Elon was saying. Blues guy said he loves me. I love it. Smile and earn. 11 people watching the stream 111 minutes ago. 111 new beginnings. Exactly. And this is a new beginning for all of us. Every moment is a new beginning. Predefy 93.5% has 458,000 in its market cap. So basically, I don't even know why we're looking at this. It's too small to even open up their website, but they are market predictions. And we're just looking at brand new coins here. I mean, a lot of this is going to be absolutely junk. I think I'm done with it, honestly. But we found Crack Rock, which is great. The Ape. This is the last one I'm going to look at. The Ape on Sol. And there he is. That is the Ape, and it's raining Pump.Fun pills. A full documentary. Oh wait, they're serious? This is a serious documentary? Yo, this is hilarious. So they really made this coin and just put this gorilla documentary like just embedded in the website. That is rich. And then just AI generated like a bunch of gorilla memes. I could have made this website in my sleep. That's hilarious. Let's see. Yeah, that's why it has $159,000 in it. It was only made 8 hours ago in their defense. Yeah, what am I missing here? I don't know, but okay, pump 30% in the past 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. I believe you completely. I remember when I bought like $10 a butthole coin. It didn't do anything. Remember when Musk appeared on SNL and then it crashed and entered a bear season? Yeah, We were just talking about that. The history repeating? Maybe. It's always worrisome when he starts talking about anything crypto, because he never talks about anything crypto at any other point. And that's another thing. Like, he's always regarded as like such a smart guy. Is it true? I have absolutely no idea. Other people claim he's kind of stolen all of his inventions and accolades from other people, and he's just good with getting funding from other people, really. I don't know. I have no idea. But what I do know is when he opens his mouth and says something that's crypto related, it's only going one or two ways. There are tens of thousands of different coins. Yep, the gorilla goes hard. Of course, you can, gonna, must, some pump. Whatever that means, gotta catch them all. Is he, though? All right, we have covered all the chat. Rolling into our second hour of streaming, I think we did a pretty good job of going over literally everything. Does anybody feel like we really missed stuff? Did we miss anything? Let's look at some of these other tabs on here. This is market performance and volatility analytics. I don't know. This seems boring. Does it seem boring? I think it's boring. Just because we've gone over so much of that stuff. You know what isn't boring? Darkstar. You guys are ridiculous. What is going on, Darkstar? Let's go. Did I say that I somewhat figured out the whole wallet situation for this coin? Is the sound playing? I thought I already muted it. Like, the sound should definitely be muted for sure. Yeah, the sound is turned off for me. Absolutely, Blues Guy. Said I would play it muted. Is it not muted? Can you guys hear the sound for this game? Because you shouldn't be able to. What the real mystery of crypto is? Oh, I gotta do that. Music on. Yeah, Blues Guy, but the music from the game or like the music from Epic Sound? It's here. I turned off the other music. Here, I could just turn my phone up. What's the real mystery of crypto is? Oh, I gotta do that. Music on. Yeah, Blues Guy, but the music from the game or like the music? Not game, only music. It's muted, but not when I play it. Okay. All right. I think I understand. So as we roll into the second hour, I mean, it's Monday. We've caught up on really what has gone on over the weekend. Bitcoin has lost the 200 MA on the hour, but it's still above the 200 on the 15-minute. It's like it's stuck in a range right now. XAN still looking like it might do something. Monday chill day, exactly. Asia low dip buyers. Certainly hope so. I'm going to play a round of this just to rest my brain from all of those websites I had to read, especially CrackRock. Which one you said, XAN? Yeah, it's still doing a little bit of a pump. Nothing crazy. It's still like 4 cents. I'm like, wake me up when that thing's like at least at 10 cents. I think my favorite thing in this game are the things that like the little like knives that spin around you. They seem like the most useful thing. Need XP. All right, what do we got going on here? Don't sleep on XAN, says Blues Guy. Ecosystem is a monster and they will get traction. I hope so. I definitely hope so. They're trying to liquidate me. Yep. Or hands in there. Oh, we got a boss. Little mini boss. It's not a real boss. Says, I want to play that game. Can we all play together? If we were in Discord and you screen shared, but we can't actually play the same game. Blues Guy wants to know, Orhan, is there any moment that you're not in a trade? I don't think so. He's rather up a lot of money or down a lot of money. He says he bought Bitcoin a long time ago, so something makes me think that he's doing all right. Do you think you have what it takes to be a Darkstar Ace pirate and blast your way across the stars? And Orhan says he always has something running. That's pretty much what I expected. Hopefully you got long-term bags. Which if you bought Bitcoin a long time ago, I'm assuming you got long-term bags. Hopefully tomorrow Bitcoin gets a lot more attention on Tuesday than it did on Monday, right? Oh, that was weird. It like glitched out. Yo, this thing is glitching. Dang it. When you upgrade, sometimes it really screws you because like it's not enough time when it brings you back in the game. Damn it. This thing is definitely glitching out. There's no way it's not. Yeah, look, that line is still there from the boss. It's very sus. All right, finally I get a pause here. Says I like Bitcoin, but I'm ready to rotate to the next thing. And it doesn't exist yet, probably. Yeah, right. I like Bitcoin, and I cannot lie. Exactly. Farnogger says, underground, do you swing trade with leverage? I do sometimes, but not in the market that it looks like right now. I'm still waiting for us to get back to something that really feels bullish again. I like to trade more of a bullish up. You know, the uptrend is technically on the large time frames bullish. So I'd rather get back in when that matches the trend. Sell everything, all in on Darkstar, says Oren. There you go. Swing trade with leverage, says Blues Guy. Swing jazz. Orhan. Speaking in music. But yeah, because I hold long-term bags and stuff, I don't feel like I need to like day trade constantly every second. I haven't perfected the art of botting yet. Orhan is going to show us all the way. Market is a mess. Huge liquidity farm. Yep, that's exactly right, Orhan. I don't really want to get in the middle of that. I've learned that lesson too many times. I'd rather just sit back with my bags packed, still up in at least some profit, right? And that's that. Some point in this game, it feels like your character gets going too fast. Can't even like control him anymore. Orhan, we need to have you in the voice chat later so we can hear your voice and we know you are indeed real. Right? Maybe a little sus that he didn't have a microphone and he had to hang out in the text chat. Says we'll see. Just started sniping wicks 2 months ago. I got tired of getting chopped up. Well, I'm sure it probably hits more than just getting in randomly in the market or something like that. This is where you get chewed up a lot. At least wicks have I don't know, feel like they have a higher probability. I don't know. I'm no master trader, so I don't know what the probability is with wicks. But from my own experience, it seems like better than a lot of other things. I still love the 200 MA though. That strategy has done me better than pretty much anything else. All right. Wait, this is not the final boss. Dang it. I was thinking this was the final boss. I'm like, I need a break from this game already. All right, all right. I need that. I need that health. Slap a fib. Yep, slap a fib and we're off. Or I think I'll put you on timeout until further notice. Hey, just remember, Blues Guy, he could do that to you too. I don't know how if mods can do it to each other. Elchi, what do you see now? Isn't that Fugazi? Yep, no idea what you guys are talking about. El Cheeto says 721 and 200 never fails. Yep, there you go. He knows. Fib is a type of food Orhan. He's a bot. You can't trick him. Blast our way on out of here. It gets so wild at the end here. There's nowhere to go, really. Need all the XP. Ooh, was taking damage there. Don't like that. Still taking damage. I got to get my damage recovery up more. There's nowhere to go but small circles. It gets so chaotic. I can't even collect the XP. Trade Intuition says, okay, been here for a bit. Gonna go support other streamers. Great show. Thank you, everyone, for the amazing community. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Just buy where the enemy stop loss is. There you go. There's an idea, Orhan. There is no stop loss. That's what El Cheeto says. That's hilarious. Trade in. Cheers, bro. Thank you for your knowledge. Oh, he's talking to Trade Intuition. Got you, got you. I thought he was saying he was in a trade. There is so much XP. It's ridiculous. I can never get it all. Oh, snap. There's a boss here? Since when is there a boss? I did not see him. Alright, we got the boss. The pulse is working for me, working amazing for me in Darkstar. There you go. I haven't got that option yet. Sometimes I don't know the options. Are you playing the challenge of the day, or are you playing like the regular mode? You guys are probably having a chill evening. I'm literally out here wrestling this wick. Yeah, it's pretty chill, I'd say it's pretty chill. I just got to beat this final boss. Oh, I picked up the little pulse thing. Cool. I never know when it's going to offer that to me. I don't even know what to buy half of the time. So many upgrades. I can tell the boss is about to come out. Grab all of the XP. Oh, it just maxed up the area damage. I like that. Crap. I don't know why I always get hit by that little thing that comes out and then explodes. Very annoying. At least I have like the HP recovery. Even though my health is garbage, it could start recovering soon. That would be great. Don't get hit with that thing. It is nice to not have the constant asteroids like shooting down on you. I figured out in the corners they can't hit you with that long range thing. Be constantly getting lost though. Moments of like I'm not sure where my character is. Dang, just drove right through the laser. Nice. I don't even know if that fireball did any damage. Come on. Did we win yet? All right, we won. All right. Wow, that took a hot minute to do. I don't remember it taking that long. I think 107 to 108 for BTC Adventure. Oh, okay. Knocker is in Adventure. I haven't played Adventure in a while because I don't play it that much. So when I do play on the daily, I want to beat where I get the chest, right? Also, this feels like it ends at some point. The challenge, when you play Adventure, it feels like it just never ends. I don't even know if it ends. It just goes on forever. Claim all of the stuff. Hit the lottery. Says, how's your weekend, Underground? Weekend was good, man. I mean, we streamed Sunday, but hanging out with my brother was a good time. We got a case of like authentic German beers from Germany. It was like 24, but every single beer was different. And it was a lot of fun hanging out and just tasting a bunch of authentic German beer. It was like our own version of Oktoberfest. I'm not a big drinker. Anybody who cares to know. Drink very rarely, usually with my brother. And I'm pretty good about it. I don't get carried away. El Cheeto says, is this a crypto game? Yeah, actually it is. This is Darkstar. If you can find it on CoinGecko, it must be a crypto game, right? Did you have a Bitsenberg in there? Probably. I mean, there was, when I say there was like a little bit of everything in there, it was actually a lot of fun. There was a lot of different stuff in there. And this is for El Cheeto. This is Darkstar. And it says you can win a minimum of $5 a day. I did figure out that whatever wallet that they use is like a wallet that you get from them. And like it signed in with like my email. It was really weird, honestly. I had to figure out how to get into my actual wallet. But when I do that, if I did get $5 a day that I played, I should be looking pretty good. Should definitely have some dough to buy some crypto, right? Nice beers from around the world. Taste different. It's cool, brother. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm not a big drinker, so it was fun. The event unfolding in the world closely, and crypto resembles the Princess Bride. It's hilarious. Oh, wow. I'll have to give it a go. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully we can all get our $5 a day. Thai beer is the best. Oh, okay. He says he's joking. I have no idea. I mean, they got to have some kind of good beer, right, in Thailand? Bedtime for me. Good night. All right, Knocker. Good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Thai beer is the best. Have you tried any other beers? He said he was joking. He said he was joking. All right, let's do our crypto gambling of the day. And we didn't do it the other day, so we should have $2 instead of $1. This is stake.com. There is a link in the description. Looks like they're not running on AWS, right? Because it works. Gods of Troy. At least that's what we've been playing. We have slushy beer here. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. I'll skip on the slushy beer. The Red Tiger. I'm going to look at the other thing and see how this comes up. All right. All right, let's see if we can get anything out of it. With $2 worth, we should have enough for at least 10 spins. Man, they burned us so good on that one. Absolutely diabolical. We had loaded up so nice. Maybe we could finally hit because we haven't had a good hit in a while. Okay, started off with a coin. I've explained how this game works many times. I think everybody knows how this works. Another coin, but it was in the same place. We need coins in different places. Also, if we could win anything as far as some money, that would be nice. Like even just to spin a couple more times. Wow, 6 cents. They must have read my mind. Yeah, this is pretty cooked. If we hit the choice spins, that'd be a lot of fun. Hit that live. I think we're gonna have to start playing a different game though, because this is hot garbage. Hit the milli, yeah. If only. Yeah, they cooked us again. All right. Starting tomorrow, we play a different game because that is nonsense. And we're moving on. Dinero. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, I hope so. Let's do the twist. Okay. How about the Dougie? Does anybody remember the Dougie? That was an odd time. Well, not a whole lot much more to say. I think we did our due diligence on Mystery Monday. And yeah, we will be moving on tomorrow to, I don't know, Tau ecosystem. What is everybody drop in the chat something they would like me to center the stream around? A topic, something like that. That sounds way better. Right. Do the Dougie. I don't even remember what the Dougie was. I just remember people were doing it. XAN. Yeah, there you go. Can do. How about Zen? Like, what is Zen? It sounds super familiar. I should know what Zen is, but I don't. Oh, Horizon. Okay. Well, that makes sense. We did talk about that a lot. 208.5 mil base blockchain. Makes sense why it's on Coinbase. On-chain privacy for a new era. Zen has moved to base. Building a compliant and interconnected future. All right. Maybe. I don't know how we're going to do a whole show on that. We already did privacy coins. Need like a topic where you can kind of talk about something bigger. You know, that crypto IQ. So what on earth is happening? ETFs, maybe like market maturity, ETC, etc. These are broad topics, though. Yeah, very broad topics at Orion. Night thinking cap. I just think they're all building super AI to control the world. You're not that far off, I'm sure. NFTs. I mean, NFTs is interesting. Definitely could raise our crypto IQ around NFTs, but I mean, what is there to really know about NFTs other than they're non-fungible tokens, right? A 101. I don't know. I guess I'd have to do a little bit of digging there, see if there's something worth going over there. Back to the crypto bubbles. Our hasn't really moved much, just different coins that are red. All right. Well, it was worth asking. I'll come up with something. Don't you guys worry. And I'm pretty much going to hop off, man. This has been 2.5 hours. Really, it was 2 solid hours of us going over stuff and then us hanging out for like a half hour. I'm going to jump off and try not to think about eating food. And the fast continues. Says whatever you think is relevant and interesting. You know the narratives keep changing. Yep, they always do. Underground you demand. Thank you, Blues Guy. W Stream. Thank you for the stream. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate everybody's constant support. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Drink lots of water, man, like a lot. Yeah, I know. I got all these waters for the stream, and then I barely drank any of them. So I'll definitely be staying hydrated for sure with that Celtic salt. You know who I haven't seen in a while? Watchmen. I haven't seen Watchmen in a while. Was he here today? No, there was Garden Warrior. He was here. I don't know. All right, guys. With that, once again, I could say goodbye 12 times. Everybody have a good night. Bye for real. And hit me up on the Discord if anybody needs anything. Later. Crypto Ron out. Stay underground. Stay crypto. Get started.